If you need evidence of how gross and harmful white, new agey, crunchy mom spirituality can be, look no further than this comment. This comment was left on a video where I was talking about my experience caring for my dad as he slowly died from dementia, and the incredible suffering that so many of our elderly here in America experience. How we prolong and exacerbate suffering here in America for our loved ones in our misguided attempt to keep them going as long as possible. How we value quantity of life over quality of life. Indigo Vibrations commented, I do have to say that on the soul level, each person chooses how they will go before they come in here. The timing can change, but not the how. That is so fucking offensive. I'm sorry. That's so offensive. Are you saying that the children in Rafa decided they chose on a soul level to get bombed out of existence? Are you saying that my grandma on a soul level chose to get hit by a car when she crossed the street? Are you saying that my dad chose to slowly die from dementia on a soul level? Now, I've had a lot of crunchy tendencies. I did extended breastfeeding, cloth diapering, co-sleeping. I love to eat kind of whole natural foods. I have a permaculture garden. I'm a big supporter of local, sustainable, organic agriculture. I wear natural fiber clothing. I've got a big hippie streak. And for a long time, I was part of some crunchy moms groups, including a group called Too Crunchy for Portland Moms. Portland Moms was another moms group, and this group was like people who were too crunchy for that group. But ultimately, I was not crunchy enough for that group because this kind of toxic spirituality was really pervasive there. This like manifested, it's all about your self-actualization. It's all about you and your journey. Very toxic ableist thinking. Like if you are sick, it's because you didn't eat clean enough. And I know I've said endless times that toxic individualism is pervasive everywhere in America, but very much so amongst this cohort. I mean, let's set the tendency for cultural appropriation aside, but there is this belief that like if good things happen to me, that's because I brought it about. Again, I manifested it, or I'm healthy because I eat so clean, not because of my genetics or because I happen to not come in contact with a communicable disease. It's because of me and my choices that I'm really pure and I'm really healthy and that good things happen for me. And so the flip side of believing that fallacy is that you engage in another fallacy, which is thinking that if bad things happen to other people, if other people suffer, it's their own fault. That if people are trapped in poverty, it's their own fault because they don't know how to manifest it, right? Or they're too lazy to do the work of manifesting. If people suffer, that's their own fault because they weren't doing the things that I'm doing and I'm not sick, I'm not disabled, I'm not dying. It's absolutely a manifestation of toxic individualism. It's a belief in the self, the supremacy of the self. It's a belief that when people are struggling because of systemic problems, that it is actually a personal failing on their part. This shit is super insidious and super common here in the Pacific Northwest. But I think it's also common across America. A lot of evangelicals fall into this. The crunchy to alt-right pipeline is a big problem here in the United States. This is a pretty major systemic problem originating in white women, white moms especially, and it's not something that is just sequestered here amongst small fringe groups in the Pacific Northwest. It's super callous, super toxic. I'm super over it.